Hey, it's Vanessa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna talk about myself and how I've been feeling this year and the past couple of years. And it's just not me, it is me, but it's a feeling that quite a lot of people in my age do feel like, and the feeling of feeling lost in our 20s. And that's just due to, at least for me, the pressure of getting everything together. And when I mean getting everything together, I mean the education, the finances, the houses, the investments, the traveling. That's what I mean. And even though people do go around saying, you've got time, I don't believe that. I personally feel like I do not have time. I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm running out of time. Mind you, I've turned 23, and you know, people might think, yeah, you're young, you still got a lot of time, but I'm a firm believer that you get things done now on your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, you can enjoy life. And that's how I see, and that's how my mentality is. I feel like if you leave it, you will end up being 30 or 40 struggling, and I don't want to be in that position. So I feel like there's so much pressure on getting everything together, especially for young people as us, and it's just hard. It's just not easy. And 2025 hasn't gone too bad. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like my worst year was 2023. 2023 was my worst year. 2023, I was crying because I felt like I didn't achieve anything. I felt like I was running out of time. I felt like I didn't do the things that I was supposed to do. So, but yeah, I do feel like I'm doing progress slowly, but progress. I do feel like I've been putting quite a lot of pressure on myself, and sometimes when you put certain goals in yourself, you put a date on when you should finish that target, and I've not met them. So you feel like you haven't achieved that certain thing. But at the end of the day, progress is progress, slowly. And yeah, for the young people right now, it is pressure, like especially when it comes to finances, for example. That's a big one that not just me go through, like everybody goes through. And you know, us as young people, we try to do the small businesses, have the entrepreneur mindset. I have it. Try different skills to get up there, try to get into the property ladder. And because we don't want to be struggling in the future, and that's why we put so much pressure on ourselves. And at the moment, I think like that. Like I'm thinking, oh, how do I make my money up? This and that. But I feel like I've put a certain date on when to be successful or when to be rich, and I've slowed down. Like right now, when it comes to that date that I put myself, like let me make an example, or I need to be successful, to reach everything together by age of 25, something like that. And when you see that you're nearly approaching that age, you start feeling like, "Ugh, what's going on?" And I will say that I've chilled. I'm not like that anymore. Like I said, slow progress is still progress. But I do feel like a lot of people like me at my age do feel like that. Like we put a certain age, a certain date, let's put it that way, and we try to meet up to it. But when we're not meeting up, we feel frustrated, we feel like failures. And the thing about this, we know, like, we know what to achieve, but we don't know how to get there. Like, we don't know how to get there. Like, the career of our dreams, the finances, the houses, the cars. Yeah, those are the goals. But how do we get there? And that's why sometimes you feel like, oh shit, I'm actually lost. Or I feel lost. And it's just not me, it's just everyone. And everybody just goes with the flow. I've been going through the flow just for a bit, and I personally feel like going with the flow is so dangerous because you can get stuck in the flow. And when you're stuck in the flow, you look up, you look at your right, you look at your left, and you're fully, because I decided to go with the flow. And going with the flow, it is fun, it's less pressure, but you're more distracted, you're less focused, and you don't get things that you need to get done because I stayed in the flow. And being in the flow is so fun, it's so relaxing. I've been in the flow for a bit, but it's time to get back in track. And yeah, it's just such hard times. And when you like speak to the adults, speak to the adults, that's so stupid. Speak to people who are in the 30s and the 40s, they'll be like, you got time, you're stressing too much. But at the end of the day, you lot not giving me any encouragement, because I look at your lives and no offense, that's not the life I want. So you telling me, you've got time. Girl, you decided to take that time, and right now your life ain't looking that good. So don't tell me I've got time, because I'm definitely not taking advice from you. Like, if a successful woman comes to me telling me I've got time, I maybe think maybe I do have time. But there's so much pressure on us to get things together, especially as an African girl, as the first daughter. You just need to be that girl, be that person to be an example for the little ones, and be the first person that makes it in your family, whatever. But trying to find the way to get there is the hard bit. And also for me is that I put so many goals together, and I try to do everything together instead of doing things one by one, I will say. And also something I realized I've been very materialistic. I feel like all my goals have been material things, but I've not thought about goals about myself, about personal goals that will make me grow, or that will make me a better person, or that will make me have a relationship with better people, make me have a relationship with the people. Like, I've not really thought about things like that. I do have like a planner, and I write my goals like every year, and one of them was like have a better relationship with God, and get into my religion a little bit more. And it's not been going the best, I'm gonna be real with you, but that's a personal, like, self-growth goal, and I feel like I do need to do more of them, because at the same time I am growing as a person and I'm getting to know myself, and I should do put goals that will better myself and make me grow as a person. But yeah, that's why I've been feeling quite lost. Is I don't know if lost is the word. Like, in fact, I know my goal. I know kind of how to get there. In fact, I know how to get there. But I put too many things together, and I feel like I will explode. I feel like I'm trying to achieve too many things at the same time, and I feel like I will explode. And I also feel like I don't want to do. I'm also questioning the time I've got, um, which I think is bad, because at the end of the day, life, I shouldn't be rushing when it comes to life. And I don't feel like I'm rushing, but I feel like I'm running out of time. And I do not like that feeling at all. Um, I wouldn't say that I've got time, but I will say that less pressure should go into me. And I also want to hear the opinions of like I speak to other people of my age, and they do feel like they need to get, they need to feel like they got life figured out. And it's so hard out here for people, for people of our age. Like, they always say, oh, the 20s is for enjoy. Yeah, the 20s is for enjoy, but the 20s is like when you need to get everything together. And it's so hard to get it together. Like, it's hard. I feel like most common goals are get the degree, get the perfect job, get the finances, get the house, get the car, get the perfect partner, and get the kids. Get the perfect partner and get the kids is something that I've scrapped away probably like 2 years ago. The reason why is because I personally, what I thought about it, I think is the way I've, like, I don't believe it's a goal if I need to, if you realize, why can't I not speak? If I need someone, or it relies on me, on someone, or I need to rely on someone to achieve that goal, I don't want to, it's not a goal. It might sound very shallow the way I'm saying it, but I don't know if you understand. Like, if the thing that I want to achieve requires me, somebody else, I can't do it by myself, well, it's not a goal. Like getting married, having kids, it relies somebody else. So I don't consider it a goal. Like, am I crazy? That's how I think of it. So, you know, a lot of people, especially, a lot of people do, when, you know, try to put the goals in, like, oh, you know, I need to get this, I need to get married by a certain age, I need to have kids at a certain age. That's just scrapped out. Like, that's not in my mind. Like, I don't think it's a goal for me. If it happens, if it happens. Obviously, I would like it to happen, but I don't put it as a goal. Because I feel like if you put it as a goal, you're gonna start settling for useless people. So yeah, I want to, but I don't put it as a goal. Like, I don't want to die while searching for something. So yeah, and I do feel like a lot of people on my age especially do want that fairy tale, beautiful wedding, and, you know, the kids and the things, and, you know, it's perfect. But putting it as a goal can be a bit dangerous, because you will end up settling for useless people. And especially if you've put a certain age where you want to achieve that, or I want to get married by 28, I want to have my first child by 29. If you've put an age to it or a date to it, you will end up settling for people that you shouldn't, just because you're near that time. And that's something I don't want to do. That's why I don't put kids or marriage as an achievement. Whether I put, like, I don't know, like improving on myself, on my habits, on my relationship with people, or networking, things like that. So I know I'm the best I can be, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if I'm alone, I'm not alone because I'm a bad person. I'm alone because it happened. I don't know. That's how I want to think of it. But that is a pressure that I don't have, and I just don't have it. I do know, like, people do put that as a pressure, and I know, of course, I talk to my girls, and, you know, they talk about it, about, oh, I need to do that by a certain age, I need to find my thing, I need to find my husband, blah, blah, blah. I don't put it as a goal. So that's why you never see me stressing about it. When it comes to my 20s, I do want to have fun. I want to have freedom. I want to get to know myself. I want to know what I can achieve. And I also don't want to get too distracted so I can attain what I need to attain. But at the same time, I want to do enjoy life because I do believe what people say, like your 20s are the years of enjoyment. I do believe that. I do. But I just don't want to get stuck on the flow and forget about what I need to do, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be 30, 40 struggling. So yeah, and being an adult is so hard. Like the average person, like not person, like when you turn 18, a lot of people, like, we go to uni, you finish uni, you get a job, and you get stuck. You literally get stuck. And another thing, like, a lot of people go to uni not because they want a specific career, but it's because they don't know what to do. They don't know nothing apart from education. They just want to continue. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you know me, I took a break and I went back to education. So it's different for me. But you know, when I go to like speak to uni students, I've got classmates that are younger than me. And you know, when you speak to them, you realize that the only thing they know is education. They've never worked at the end of their life, the 20-year-olds, and they've never worked, they only know education. And that's the reason they stick with it. And you ask them, oh, what do you want to do after uni when we graduate next year? They're like, I made a master's. Master's on what? I don't know. A master's in something. And that's because they don't know anything apart from education. You know, that's another thing that I do think that in your 20s, you need to go out more, connect with people, network, travel, so you get to know a little bit more about yourself and what you like. And you get out of that comfort zone, which sometimes as much education is very useful, some people stick with it because they don't know anything else apart from education. But if you don't put education with skills with it, education becomes useless. If you don't put education with experience, education becomes useless, especially in the UK. They always ask, what experience have you got? And if you ain't got it to back it up, your education, that master's degree, that doctorate, whatever, becomes a bit useless. And there's a lot of people that are in the 20s that do stick to education because that's the only thing they know. And that's what I mean, like, being lost in your 20s. Like, it's crazy and it's so hard because you just go day by day, but you just don't know how to go day by day. In your 20s, it's actually stressful, it's hard, it's not easy. And I would like people to like prepare you for this stage in life, man. And I also want to like hear people's opinions about it. But it's so hard. It's so hard. And it's so stressful. It's so draining. Because the only thing I'm thinking of is, how the hell do I get my life together? That's what I'm thinking. And that can be draining. Really draining. Excuse my skin, my hair is like half 999 right now. So yeah, that's how I look like a mess. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope you lot can share your opinions. Or if you're in your 20s, explain how you're feeling. If you're above your 20s, tell us how it was when it came to your 20s, what you did, how you went through it. And if you're not in your 20s yet, are you excited to be in your 20s? Oh well, I just wanted to talk about how I'm currently feeling. But yeah, I'll see you on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. I don't think I did tell you about order. But yeah, see you later.